Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to Game 2 of a best-of-3 between RoX.KiS and Virtus.Pro. It's Russian Dota, and who better to cast it with me than my Malaysian friend, Winter. I'm LD of Beyond the Summit. Winter, more Russian Dota. Here we go.
More level 1 Roshan, maybe?
More Treant Protector. Definitely.
Good news for them. Arcane Orb. Very good spell against Roshan.
Yeah, it is a fantastic spell for him, and we'll see if they get to that point. VP in Game 1, they gave away Wisp, they paid for it, and this game, RoX.KiS not having the first pick, I believe.
Lich again.
Yeah, VP at first pick, and RoX.KiS do ban that Wisp.
Virtus.Pro first pick Treant Protector. The last game, I think, the last game they picked it as well, but it was the second pick.
Yeah, I don't think you give that hero away.
Yeah, they really rate this hero very highly.
The Treant, I can understand. The Lich is also interesting, though. We saw he could be very potent.
You have living armor, I want to have frost armor, I guess. That's the logical explanation.
I'll take living armor any day. It's not even a contest.
No, I'm taking frost armor.
Really?
Late game frost armor. It's much better. Living armor
late game.
Living armor doesn't scale very well later on.
Yes, but you have to get through the early game to get to the late game, Winter. And that's where the Lich is not king.
Yeah. No, I prefer frost armor, to be honest.
Yeah. Interesting. Well, the living armor seems to be a lot more popular lately. I'll say that for sure.
Why not we just have a single spell which has Treant Protector armor for the first 15 minutes and Lich armor for the remaining
that sounds balanced.
Part of the game.
That sounds really balanced. I also do want to point out, Virtus.Pro are running with their full 5-man lineup here. Yesterday they used 3 stand-ins at one point, but they have their full 5. They really should be able to beat a team like RoX.KiS. Using a stand-in has been up and down.
And regarding the stand-in, I was reading Gossip Gamers just now, and it says that Dread is on holiday 1 month.
Yeah, but his holiday... Why is he taking off holiday to play Dota? What kind of a vacation is that? I mean, not that Dota's great,
Russian players, you don't understand them.
He's probably drinking and playing Dota a lot, instead of just playing Dota.
Drinking and playing. Sounds like someone.
Drinking and Dota is awesome. I wish I got to do that more often.
That's why you get PGG black holes.
Yeah, you get the amazing ones, and then you get the wah 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 ones as well. You get a little bit of both. You liked that,
It's the high risk, high reward, LD.
It's with PGG, it's just high feeds at times. I miss casting PGG.
Well, he has his brilliant moments.
I definitely miss casting that guy though. He's kind of disappeared from the scene a little bit.
5-man black holes. He has Grand Theft Auto Storm, Stealing Ages. What else does that guy doesn't have? He has everything.
He does. He's got all the vodka in the world too.
Well, it's really weird to look at the heroes that the Western scenes has been using a lot lately. It's so far away from what we have been seeing in the Eastern scene, especially the Alienware Cup and the Super League.
Yeah, it's a very different style. Treant Protector, Viper. The Lion is just kind of random. That's not a hero that's been seen a lot of play.
If I'm not mistaken, Dignitas run Viper as support.
Have they?
Yeah,
Really?
position 4 support.
I have not gotten to watch this. I haven't gotten to watch any games except the ones I've been casting because I have literally casting like 10 to 12 hours a day. So I'll defer to you on that. But
Yeah,
I
but
know they used to run it as a carry for AUI 2000. He'd go mech
I
and
guess
then
it's good to
Ags.
counter the gyro because the ultimate of Viper slows down the attack speed of the gyro, even if he's on BKB. So it's a good way to deal with it.
And it also makes him very hard. It makes it hard for him to chase or to run
Uh,
away.
Living armor plus the corrosive skin.
Interesting combination. And they have the Astral as well. Pretty hard to kill team. They'll finish it with the Lone Druid. Well,
They
VP.
have so many tanky heroes now. 2 tanky heroes.
Yeah, but I'm just looking at their team fight, and it is pretty awful. Like, they have to do well in
Oh
these
no,
lanes.
it's a tri-lane Viper. This guy is the off-lane player. No, not the off-lane player. Actually, Crazy is the safe lane carry. KSI is the
Yeah,
off-lane player.
Crazy is the solo mid.
Oh yeah.
Illidan's
So,
the carry, KSI is the offlaner.
so Viper solo mid, safe lane Obsidian Destroyer, Outworld Destroyer.
Very
It's
interesting. It's curious, this draft from VP. I don't really know what to make of it right now. They seem so level and
They
they're
have
so
a
passive.
yeah good mix, but they have a good mixture of right-click damage and spell damage.
I'm just a little bit worried about the fact that they don't have great split push and they don't have great team fight. Whereas RoX.KiS have an
Yeah, they have
amazing 5-man team fight.
Darkseer plus Gyrocopter. Everyone knows how well would that end up, and they have the Lich King up. The Lich Chain Force right now. I'm gonna stop calling him Lich King.
I like that name. I like when you call him that. You shouldn't stop. But, okay, so Winter, here's how I'm looking at it. Virtus Pro, mediocre team fight, mediocre split push at best. And if you can't split push quickly, you're going to be forced to fight at some point in the game.
I guess they have to get all BKBs. 3 not 3 maybe, just 2. Because Lone Druid doesn't get BKB unless you're Admiral Bulldog and you build a Spirit Bear, a BKB on your Spirit Bear.
So, as I see it, if they don't convincingly win the laning stage, they're just screwed.
Yeah, they need to win the laning phase because now they have OD. But the thing is, they're not going to run the OD they're actually going to run the OD in solo mid.
Interesting. Illidan's taking it mid. This is something I don't know if I've actually seen Illidan go mid.
Aggressive tri-lane with Viper,
Wow.
with Treant Protector.
Well, it's going to be a hard lane to fight a kill in. But
Yeah,
Viper's
the
not...
more you think about it, they go aggressive tri-lane with Viper, and Viper gets corrosive skin early instead of the Nether Toxin. Then probably you have a very tank Viper in the lane.
It's still kind of a crappy tri-lane, though. Viper Lion is not very strong. And what's
more I
Treant
think about
actually going to do?
Level 1 Impale doesn't do anything, and Treant doesn't do anything as well.
Let me put it this way. I feel like VP shouldn't be able to win these lanes, but maybe they'll surprise me.
But they have to win the lanes.
Yeah.
What are they going to do later on?
They
don't
should
have
be able
a
to win
team
mid.
fight.
The mid lane should go well for them, but that's about it. I'm not so sure about these side lanes.
What if the Lich King parks... see, I'm going Lich King again. What if the Lich parks himself in the mid lane?
Then maybe they lose that lane too. That would be pretty bad. Although, as I say that, Winter, RoX.KiS is actually not... They're going to run a jungle Darkseer. It looks like
Yeah.
a safe lane gyro.
Yeah,
And only
we
an
haven't
off-lane clock.
We haven't introduced the players. You have
Yeah,
to
we
go ahead first.
We should do that now. On the dire side, it's RoX Kaspersky. They've already taken game 1. If they win this game, they'll not only knock out VP, but also advance into the next stage of the Corsair Summer Tour 2013. BZZ is perfect. Your solo made Kunkka. In the jungle,
With
it's
a
Yol.
quelling blade. With a quelling blade.
With the Quelling Blade. You'll be in the jungle. It'll be Yol on the Darkseer. Vangskor going to be handling the Lich, and in the safe lane, it's Nexus on the Gyrocopter for VP. Down but not out. They've got to win this game or they go home. KSI on the Lone Druid will have a support Treant Protector. NS doing his best Godblack protection impersonation of this game. Illidan Stormrage on the mid lane, playing the carry OD. We'll have Mr. Arsart. He's upgraded from Arsart, handling the Lion, and then Tame My Wilder Crazy, as he's also known, on the Viper.
So they are doing dual lanes on top and bottom. This is very interesting.
How do you feel about... I mean, off lane, the safe lane Lone Druid should obviously just win this lane. Clockwork's gonna lose that.
I think it's a good decision because they realize that RoX.KiS are gonna be greedy. They're gonna run a Darkseer in a jungle from the start, and they're gonna have 4 heroes on all the lanes. So they can't really punish a dual lane with 2 heroes. And they're gonna just try to make sure the Viper gets farmed from the top lane, and bottom lane gets. They are sending one support, which is actually the Trian, doesn't really do much in the lane, but he just pull creeps and try to get as much as levels as possible.
Actually,
I think it's a good decision for VP.
If you look at it, they should win their 2 solo lanes. OD should win the mid lane. Lone Druid should win the safe lane. And then with the living armor, they could maybe even win this off lane if they need. So they could win all 3 lanes.
I'm curious to see a quelling bait on a Kunkka on solo mid. It doesn't go with the Tidebringer.
Yeah, it still helps you last hit, but it doesn't. You don't splash the damage. Illidan is maybe looking at a kill here. He needs 2 more auto attacks, but Yol comes in.
He has a salve.
Only gets 1. He's baited it. Now Illidan's on the run. Astral's cooling down. 3 seconds to go. This could be bad. No, not quite enough damage. A salve popped by BZZ. That'll get him back into fighting shape.
His maximum mana is 117. He can't even cast a torrent.
And doesn't have the mana for it anyway. Sitting on 11 mana. Used 1 torrent this game, I believe, and that was it.
I remember the game just now where the Magnus has full mana but can't even cast a shockwave.
Poor guy. OT is another hero that's just about taking away the fun for your enemy team, to be honest. He's one of those.
Yeah. He's very, very difficult to lane. I guess some people would say impossible to win 1 versus 1.
I still think I've seen KYXY go mid as Lone Druid and just destroy OD, but that's about it.
But KYXY doesn't lose at his lane, so it's not relevant.
I think Lone Druid does pretty well against him, but
yeah, Lone Druid does pretty well against OD. The other hero I think is Broodmother, but no one uses it.
That's just such an awkward matchup. You're not gonna put Broodmother mid most times, but
you have to do it when you have to do it.
do what you gotta do. Mr. Arsart, he's already farmed boots. Tame My Wild has a pair as well, and VP. We'll take a quick look at the gold and experience graph. It's about a 400 gold lead for the Dire, 750, and they're going in top lane. Yol has the Surge. He has an Ion Shell. He'll Surge in the Gyro. There comes the Rocket Barrage. He heads to the left. He heads to the right. He can't make up his mind, and he won't find a kill.
Yeah, it's very hard for them to find a kill.
It's, yeah, I feel...
Don't forget, they're still leaving armor.
Once there's cooldown, I think they could, but not before. And I think the server's actually lagging, because at least I was skipping quite a bit.
I have 380 ping on this, so it doesn't matter for me. But if you're looking at a trade-off, if VP is able to farm up all their core heroes, I think it will be good for them. RoX.KiS will be looking to take fights early, and VP will be looking to fight after their heroes have backing bars.
And to farm those, they'll need quite a while, as we're only 4.5 minutes in.
Really, really convincingly.
I
think they're doing quite a good job now. The Viper's getting some farm at top, but the only thing is the Kunkka is not doing as badly as I expected it to do against OD. Probably the curling bait is helping him last hit. Who knows?
Illidan got so close to first blood there with Living Army, who's diving the tower, but got a little bit juked by BZZ. Couldn't quite find the kill. They are really dominating these 2 solo lanes. Living Armor is doing its work. Illidan winning a matchup he should win.
I think it's fine for the Kunkka though. He has if you think about it, he has 17 last hits. I honestly didn't expect him to have 17 last hits at 5 minutes against the OD.
Well, I guess OD still has a lot more damage than him, but Tidebringer is really helpful for securing last hits.
Yeah, true.
I mean, you can't. That's the nice thing when you run something like our Kunkka mid is he doesn't use a spell to farm.
It's the same thing I think the Chinese teams do against the OD. They just run an Alchemist middle and he just spams acid on the OD.
Well, the nice thing with Tidebringer is it's not a spell, so you don't need mana to use it.
Yeah, you just need the cooldown.
Look at Illidan, just struts into the tower, takes a bunch of damage.
He doesn't have any luck on the Essence Aura. That's not fun for him.
Well, he's not maxing it either, which I feel is a mistake. I think it's just always best to max it.
Yeah, he needs a buckler now.
Yeah, once you get Buckler, well, Trico Boots are okay, but the cooldown's so long.
Yeah, Clockwork's heading to middle, but he's been spotted by the wall.
Oh, there's your Buckler. And now it procs, off the bat.
Clockwork's middle, but they are ready for this. They saw him coming with the reward there.
He does have access to Hook, and that's lurking in the tree line. They want to bait a tower dive here, it appears, and they might get one. Tron, thinking about a Hook, still lurking in the trees.
The OD doesn't have enough mana for imprisonment for now.
But there is a tree, still hiding behind him in the tree line. NS, no early points in Nature's Guys just yet. We're still looking for our first blood. Last game we had 6 kills before the creep spawn. This game, 0 kills at 7 minutes in.
Yeah, the players are not cooperating this game. I think you'll see a kill at top. The Darkseer is going to come from the river.
Backstab from Yol. He's got a vacuum, level
Invis.
1. In we go.
This Iron Shell.
Ars Art
No.
dropping quickly. This is going to be
Mr.
first
Asa.
blood. Vacuum could finish the job. He's going to get pulled back in. Goes down. And RoX.KiS are going to strike first. And now, driven back will be the Viper. Living armor keeps him alive for the time being, but just not finding a whole lot of space. RoX.KiS, they find first blood. And you look at the gold, the experience graphs, they are leading heavily in both departments.
Yeah, the Lich King denying a lot of creep. That's also one of the very important factors why they're leading in the XP graph right now.
And he's denying a dual lane, so 2 heroes effectively being somewhat shut down by this. Only
And
level 4.
Not to mention, they have a Darkseer jungling. So they have a Darkseer jungling, and they have a Lich King denying levels. That's why the XP graph is so huge, just after 7 minutes.
Tron is still trying to get a kill mid. This Clockwork is very persistent.
This guy has net patience. He hides in a tree for 2
He'll hook in now. He's found Illidan. Trapped in the cogs. Battery assault to fly. Boat, torrent. An Illidan special. Not the kind he likes. An easy kill as well.
I think he's been there since minute number 6.
That was a good 2 minutes.
Yeah.
You can't wait this guy out.
I guess you can say it's worth it if you get a kill.
Ladies.
At what cost?
Ladies, he'll wait for you. He'll save himself for you, even if it means
Top lane.
waiting forever.
Oh, there's a ward here that spots them coming in.
Fang score, he'll rotate back towards the mid lane. Looks like he wants to do a bit of warding for BZZ. He'll place a ward, he'll back off. And in comes Illidan, and he can't be pleased about how that last engagement went. In fact, he wants to find a kill on BZZ. No points in the orb. They can't get range for a leech seed. Oh, I think they need that leech seed. In comes your rocket from the bottom lane. They're still giving chase. Another Astral. Now they've got the range, but Darkseer's here. Look for the OD ult. Where is the leech seed? The surge keeps BZZ alive. He's gonna live again. Unbelievable. They're chasing so hard and they just can't find these kills. Nice Astral, preventing Tron from engaging. Doesn't have the mana for a hook. He'll head towards bottom. The good news is they are getting a lot of farm on their lone druid. That is good news for them.
Yeah, the lone druid is currently the most farmed hero on the map.
Tame My Wild, this is the bad news for him. We might go down. Actually barely able to survive. Salve's up. And thinks about turning around here.
How can you die with living armor?
Lich wants to go in. Fang scores 31 HP. He's hanging around. He's looking for a nuke. What is this game? Who does this? Why do you... Who goes in like that? He's thinking about it.
No fear.
Balls of steel. I don't think Lich has balls.
Dire's bottom tower
I don't really want to think about that.
No. We are not going there, man.
I have not slept much recently, Winter. I'm a little delusional right now. You'll have to forgive me. The viewers will as well. The chat's not working, so I don't know exactly what they're saying, but I know what they'd be spamming and thinking if they could. At least the chat's not working for me. Not sure if that's just on my end. But it's probably for the best.
Yeah, bottom rune, NS is gonna pick it up. He's still very low level 4.
Treant always seems to be low level. I feel like I have yet to cast a Treant game where this hero is not walking around like level 2 to 4.
I think there's a main difference with how Goblet plays it. I don't know if you noticed that he always gets a stout shield and he starts jungling at the early phase.
I've definitely noticed he starts junkling early, but I haven't noticed him getting just how much he does it. I've only gotten to watch like 10 minutes of one of his Trian
I
games.
think it really helps a lot getting the stock shield to jungle since Trian doesn't. So what if you're standing behind the carry or the solo mid? You're just standing next to him. You can't really help him apart than dropping a leech seed will heal some of his HP.
They're going in now top lane. The Rocket's going to connect. Oh, here we go. Teleport out. One will escape. Mr. Arsart not going to be so lucky. Burning to bits by the Scion Shell. Hexes and tries to run, but another nuke gives the kill, and it goes to Nexus. 3-0 our score. Bottom lane, Lone Druid is farming up a storm. 68-19. Mid lane, the OD doing the same. Already Illidan as a mech. Dude, that's important.
I think you can say their early game is not very good for them. And we talked about the Virtus Pro lineup from the start where we felt that they needed to have a very good early game.
It's not awful. They do have a mech on OD. Lone Druid. Oh, you can Living Armor the Bear. I didn't even realize that. That's pretty nice. But I guess they're getting close to a Maelstrom.
There's a lot of things you can put on the Spirit Bear.
Tron has come in here. He's popped his Battery Assault, throws out a rocket. Wants that gold. It's a bear that lives with just about 90 HP. Lucky, lucky, lucky bear.
Oh, they're on the hook.
Really? Hooks in. Will find your Triad once again. Doesn't have any points in the Nature's Guise. Seems standard. And BZZ is perfect. We'll find a kill. Now top lane.
Yeah, I certainly agree with you that having a point in Nature's Guise early on, the slow doesn't really help too much. Mid lane.
Teleports come through. There's the Impale Nexus. Now the Viper Strike. Taimawad wants to fight his way out of this, but I think he'll be forced back. The missile gives chase. Now the Living Armor. Illidan coming in. Drops his ult. That was a pretty abysmal ult, to put it mildly. OD in trouble. Surging on Nexus. He gets impaled. He extended too far. Now he might fall. On to BZZ. Virtus Pro just finding the pickoffs. Finger to the face. Art pokes out the eye of BZZ. And while that was happening, the tower fell bottom. Not sure
I
who
just noticed the way the Viper skilled his... He had only 2 levels in poison attack before level 7. That was very weird. You usually want to have it at level 3 so you don't have a cooldown on it.
Yeah, that's just bizarre. I also don't understand why the skill spells... I don't really like spells that scale that way. I feel like it's just... It makes it kind of pointless to level it up after a certain point.
And he's going for Axe Scepter first item.
Well, OG's got the mech, so I guess he could have gone BKB, but there's a lot of physical damage just from Tidebringer alone and eventually from the Gyro, so I think Ags is decent. Ags on... If you get an Ags on Viper, that item is really good in prolonged team fights, and it'll probably be a prolonged team fight because of Living Armor. So it seems okay to me. Would you prefer something different?
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I'm not sure. I don't really play this hero much, but usually I see art style building Vanguards on this hero. Actually, he builds Vanguard on every hero.
I don't think Vanguard's very good. If you just want to tank up, then you could just get the point booster.
I think for this game, BKB, I feel is very important. There are just too much spell damage.
We'll see. It could just be a casual
It's
point
going to be
booster.
a fight at top lane.
They're sieging out the tower. They don't have Overgrowth yet, unfortunately. NS, not level 6. They hook. Tamed by Wild. In trouble. Called out is going to zone everybody out. Now the Lone Druid trying to fight his way through Nexus. In comes the Chain Frost. It's a decent one. It bounces a little bit. Tamed by Wild, dropping low. One more slash should bring him down. Another Astral from Illidan. NS really needs level 6. If they get one kill, they'll have it. That's a 3-hero impale. Arsart does find it, but they don't have the follow-up. God, if they had Overgrowth, this would be so much easier. OD not available either, but KSI clean up in aisle 3. He's found it in Tangle.
They are still winning the fight.
They are just too fat, too farmed. Now the bear pulled back in, maybe overextended. Tron dropping low. These imprisonments are doing a lot of work. They just need another route. BZZ still on the run. The bear gets recalled. They will back off.
That's such a weird Chain Frost. I thought it was going to have a huge connection.
I feel like none of these Chain Frosts are bouncing the way that you would like. It's just kind of unfortunate.
Yeah. The Chain Frost looks so promising at the start.
Yeah, they were right next to each other, but that spell just has too long...
Somehow it just bounces on the left and it doesn't come back anymore.
The Chain Frost just wants to be alone. It doesn't want to be bouncing around.
is under attack.
Yeah, tell that to Ice Rock, buffing the chain force
Dire's
bounce to
top
10.
tower has fallen.
It just needs to... I feel like it just needs to travel faster. If it traveled faster, it'd be such a good spell. It's too easy to
I
juke
think
away.
it's still very good now. If you think about it, 10 jumps multiplied by 280 at level 1. That's 2,800 spell damage.
Yeah, it's a very good spell if it lands. But that's the problem, is it's so easy to dodge. You see what I'm saying?
They have vacuum. They have cogs.
Yeah, you do. You basically, you're right. You just need setup to make it work.
Radiant's
But
bottom tower
unfortunately,
is under attack.
they have not set it up properly yet.
Tower is under attack.
Here we go,
Well, I
top.
guess the best. Oh wow.
Arsart solo killing the enemy gyro. That's big, but it's top lane where the huge fight breaks out. The Viper ult deployed. Now the OD ult as well. BZZ dropping low. In comes the Clockwork. He's hooked Tame My Wild. Tanky, but not dead yet. Oh, I think he's going to fall. Pops the stick, charges Leech Seed, tries to keep him alive. These Astrals are so good. Tame My Wild. He's going to live with 20 HP. More
Here comes
living
the rocket,
armor.
The rocket. 1 second.
More
Rocket.
living armor, more living armor. He sticks up, he jukes north. He'll dodge away. He's actually even going back in. There's a mech. It's cooling down in 18. Living armor and astral imprisonment, making him impossible to kill. And somehow the team that doesn't have any team fight, aside from OD ult and Treant ult, is winning the team fights.
Yeah, that's very, very, very unexpected. And the last fight, which you were talking about, them not having overgrowth. Oh, here comes the clockwork behind.
Yeah, backstab from the Clockwork. Vacuum's available. The Vacuum doesn't get off. Nice Astral by the OD. Now Illidan on the run. The Chain Frost comes in, does nothing. Just the one bounce. That's it. Didn't even actually bounce. And it just looks like a kind of a prolonged slugfest here. They'll bring down the gyro. A defensive Astral again. Illidan is so freaking good with those. He stays alive again. Man, his timing has been impeccable.
Here comes Mr. Arsat from behind.
Backstab, 2 hero stun, VP are snowballing. This might be too many fights, Juan, for them. That early mech is really making hay, making it rain. They'll take a tier 2 top probably off of this. They are even diving the base.
Dire's top
And
tower
RoX.KiS,
is under
this
attack.
game slipping away from them. 7,500 gold lead for the Radiant, 4,000 experience lead.
Dire's bottom
And they
tower
do
is
have
under
3
attack.
carries. 2 very hard carries in the OD, the Lone Druid. And they're very far ahead.
The way they played this lineup was very, very interesting.
Dire's
I thought they were
bottom
gonna
tower
just
is
build
under
straight up BKBs on the Viper, but it seems that going for the Scepter, Point Booster gives you a lot of HP, and combined with the Living Armor just makes everyone very hard to kill. Not to mention the mechanism from the OD as the first item.
And his Astral Imprisonments have really been on point.
Yeah.
Every
You
single...
just need a Shadow Demon in their lineup.
Actually, Orange was running that in Dota 2 Super League. That was really annoying.
Dire's structures
It's annoying to cast, even, because I got so confused in some of the fights.
So is that a disruption? Wait,
Oh,
here goes.
Here we go. Illidan's been isolated. They need to keep him healthy.
himself.
Self-Astral, Mech is plopped, and there's your Finger of Death. Nexus goes down again. The boat comes through. Only hits the bear. Nothing else was really accomplished there. Illidan's still alive. He tries to fight it out. He's even turning around. And now, Viper Strike deployed. BZZ is perfect slowed and brought down. And they're going to go from one to the next to the next. Vank score will fall. 3 dead. We might even see RoX.KiS just tap out soon. They are just unable to take a fight.
Dire's middle
Yeah,
tower is under
when-
attack.
Like you mentioned, the team who doesn't have team fight is winning the team fight.
They didn't have team fight. Their lanes were really good. The way that
Yeah.
they ended up laning it, they were guaranteed to win their 2
Dire's
solo
middle
lanes.
tower has fallen.
I actually think it's because their heroes are so hard to take down. Because if you look at how the Viper skill his max corrosive skin first. His Nanotoxin was like at level 1 the whole early game. They were relying a lot on the living armor, the imprisonment, the defensive capabilities of their heroes to withstand the team fight.
It's a very strong defensive lineup, but
Yeah.
it is also the fact that they got some early farm. This mech has really turned fights.
Yeah,
and
the mech has been so important for them.
we're broken records because we always
Yeah,
talk
here
about how
comes
good
the
mech is.
desperate smoke gang.
RoX.KiS really want to take a fight. BKB's up with Illidan now, though. If they go on him, this could end very poorly. He'll BKB. He jumps in. He throws out some orbs here and there. Now drops the ult. Hits 2. Still jumping in. Tron on the run. Yol as well. There's your Chain Frost, but it's not doing much. It bounces. Actually, it does. It bounces to Arsart. It's still bouncing. NS is low. Yol will fall. Now they chase B, Z, freaking Z. And I think he'll go down. GG from RoX.KiS. They will tap out. 21 minutes in, and we are headed to an unexpected game number 3.
Kill both of them instantly. They were right next to each other.
I can't believe we're going to game 3. I actually thought VP was just screwed from this draft, to be honest.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. That is such a very unfortunate chain force bounce. The two heroes were just right next to each other after the vacuum,
Yeah.
and the chain force bounced away from the two heroes.
They can't buy a break, and finally VP will get a break. I sure hope for their sake they ban Wisp next game, because that would be a shameful way to lose.
Victory.
Man, I think they have to ban Trian.
We will find out soon, Winter. We will find out soon. Game 2 in the books now. VP have bounced back. 1-1 to score. It all resets. It all comes down to this last game. Call it basically a best of 1. Winner will move on into the playoffs. Loser is not going to advance out of Group A. It would be a shocker if VP didn't make it out. But right now, RoX.KiS playing well enough to take this series. I'm LD of Beyond the Summer. I'm joined here today by Winter. If you enjoy our casting, be sure to follow Winter. He's twitter.com/WinterDota. As for me, twitter.com/LDDota. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Game 3, our last match of the day before we take a 6-hour break and come back for the Alienware Cup. Our last match of this series coming up after this. We'll be right back.